In the name of Allah, most gracious, most compassionate. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine. Dear students, welcome to Pakistan International School Doha, Qatar for e-learning program. Dear students, this is week 9 of distance learning and lecture number 1 from lesson Exports and Imports of Pakistan, and I am your teacher, Miss. Dear students, the topic for today's lesson is Exports and Imports of Pakistan. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to understand the importance of trade for a country, differentiate the concepts of export and import, understand what is the balance of payment and relate it to Pakistan economy. What is trade? My dear students, now we are going to study about the meaning of trade, so the act or process of buying, selling, or exchanging commodities, at either wholesale or retail, within a country or between countries. Classification of trade. There are two major types of trades. Internal trade, when buying and selling of goods and services takes place within the country. International, foreign trade, when buying and selling of goods takes place with other countries. Exports. Exports are goods which are sent out of the country for sale. Other countries buy them either in their own currency or more usually in US dollars. The exporting country can then use this money to buy goods it wants from overseas. Imports. Now my dear students, as you already know meaning of export, now we will discuss about imports. Imports are goods which are brought into the country from overseas. They have to be paid for, usually in US dollars. Nowadays, countries are also paying in euros. Now we will discuss about the trading currencies that are used for international trade. The US dollar and euro are by far the most used currencies in terms of international trade. US dollar is the official currency of United States. It is number 1 most traded currency globally, because the US is the world's largest economy. And many commodities are priced in dollars, including gold, oil and copper. Euro is the currency common to 16 of the 27 member states of European Monetary Union. On January 1, 2002, Euro coins and notes were formally introduced as the official currency of these European countries. Balance of payment. The difference between the receipts and spending is called balance of payments. It has two parts. Positive balance of payments. Negative balance of payments. This picture depicts balance of payment. Just as ordinary families try to spend less than they earn, so do countries. If an ordinary family earns more than it spends, it can put its savings in a bank or savings account. It can then spend in an emergency, illness, house repairs, accidents, or for replacing equipment such as television sets, refrigerators, or deep freezers, or to buy luxuries, as a treat. The family might buy a motor car, go on a holiday, buy a larger house, or new clothes. But if it spends more than it earns, it will either have to go without these luxuries or borrow money from a bank or money lender. In this case, it will have to pay back the principal amount with interest, which is often quite high. It is the same with countries. If they buy more from abroad like oil, raw material, vehicles, weapons and aircraft, they will have to borrow from richer nations, or else manage without some of the luxury imports. This is called the balance of payments, difference between positive and negative balance of payments. Positive balance or trade surplus. If a country exports a greater value than it imports, it has a positive balance of payment. A positive trade balance indicates a trade surplus. Negative balance or trade deficit. If a country imports a greater value than it exports, it has a negative trade balance. A negative trade balance indicates a trade deficit. Trade of Pakistan. Pakistan, unfortunately, does not have many manufactured goods to export, but it does have many agricultural products. On the other hand, the country has to buy large amounts of expensive manufactured goods from overseas, as well as huge amounts of oil. My dear students, as you know, Pakistan exports some food items and cotton, whereas it imports sugar, machinery and computers. Following is a list of Pakistan's main trading partners. Main trading partners are United States, European Union. Value of exports. The most valuable exports are usually manufactured goods. The more complicated they are, such as television sets, computers, aircraft and machinery, the most expensive they usually are. Raw materials such as iron ore and oil are the second most valuable. Agricultural products like grain, raw cotton, wool, and vegetables are least valuable. Homework. Please go through the video lecture once again. Read PG. Number 61-62 thoroughly. Check info box and pictures given in these pages carefully. Complete the given worksheet properly. Answer the given questions in your copy. This was all about today's lecture. If you have any question, ask your subject teacher. Thank you for being attentive. See you all in our next session. Take care and Allah Hafiz.